Okay, so this is the fourth video I'm doing entitled The Future of Everything, And in the first video, I got into basically the history of copyright. And in the second video, I tried to define basically digital copyright. And then I specifically hone in on hardware and software in my third video. Well, in this video, I'd like to get into the contentious issue of software. Software, the word, or the term, is generally applied to represent programming software or programming code, application software. Like many words in a state of unequal realities, one word can mean many things and many words can mean one thing. This happens a lot in electricity as well, electrical theory. Though context may deliver each of these words differently, it makes language here as rigid as legalese. So I'm doing my best to allay that. But not surprisingly, computer nerds today are often catching up on law. And this is a sign of this changeover from open-ended computer architecture and really overly open-ended computer architecture to that of the closed loop, indicative of copyright regime and a very bizarre electronicization of computers that we see today in the area of technologies that will allow for the implementation of a digital copyright regime. The contentious software community, as I would call it, firmly, and I must point out wrongly, believes that the cat is out of the bag here. So what that really means is that the perception is that software is freedom. The role of software, though, is not to randomly pick apart at the use of computers and endlessly task new areas of development in reaction to the hardware control regimes as they're elicited. The role of software, the role that it has, is to develop the hardware side, streamlining it towards a use so that we don't have to spend all of this time be written into the programming code or the differences between extended instructional and assignment protocols like programming languages, which in this discussion here must include assembly language and yes, even binary. Where there is any human interface with computers, there is the creation of hardware in line with any control regime. Latin characters or human numbers like 1 and 0 are part of software and developed by software users. Once software is hardwired, that is to say, once the programs have essentially met a version of development where they can be put into an electronic chip or a semiconductor of some sort, this regime of law, particularly copyright, that muscles in copyright will muscle out software. I wonder where the argument for this is with respect to Lessig and Stallman and Torvalds. as this is about the masses, copyright will apply perfectly, and computers will ultimately be, as I said, replaced with pre-programmed chips, and we could almost say even relatively unprogrammable chips.